Hey guys, we're
Oh,
back.
Jesus.
Boom.
Preston, say your
Hello.
story.
Hello, I'm
Okay,
back again. Yeah.
story time. Well, here we go. Right before phys ed, we were in language arts 2, and we're reading that big freaking story. Whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about, guys?
When is
Yeah,
this?
yeah. I
Flowers
think
for
that
Algernon?
No, not
Algernon.
Flowers for Algernon. It's the one we're reading right now.
I
Um,
have Miss
Which one
Jacob.
are we reading right now?
Freaking crap, what's it called? Well,
I
it's about
wasn't
that
there.
girl who writes a diary during,
Diary
Oh
Van
yeah,
Frank.
Dyer Van Frank. Yeah.
yeah.
Going though.
All right.
Well,
I'm not doing that.
we're all sitting there and we're reading along. Joey's sitting there, he's like looking at the photo. He's like, why is there a horse on her face? Someone put a sticker on the face of the girl.
What the
a
fuck?
freaking horse. And he's like, oh, it's a sticker. The way he said it, everybody just burst out laughing. He's like, man, I feel stupid now. But it was just so funny. He's like, why is there a horse on her face?
Oh.
He like raised his hand. He raised his hand and asked the teacher why there was a horse on her face.
Wait, was this Miss
What
Prue?
do you have?
No, just not.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh. All
I like
right.
Miss Prue, but okay. This
Wait,
is a
you
true
have
story,
two
real
reading
story.
classes a day?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get them.
Why?
Yeah, 1 and 2. Oh.
Language arts 1 and 2. You didn't have language arts 2?
Oh.
Lucky motherfucker. Okay. Okay, this is a
Alright.
real story.
All right.
Okay. Colin McCandless. He's a retard. He's.
Dude,
I'm happy he's dead.
He's not dead.
He's in New York somewhere, probably.
He's definitely dead.
Yeah.
But
God. That's awful.
there's this one time, and I don't know. He fucking rambles on about like once I was playing Call of Duty.
He has like he gets hard from the military.
Yeah,
He just
Yeah,
thinks
he
of all
does.
those big strong men, and it just makes him hard.
his dick is. Yeah, definitely.
He gets fully rectified.
I just got stuck in a tree.
Yeah, in the middle of football, he sat and watched us take showers, and the coaches beat the shit out of him. Anyways,
That's
what happened? Okay, I had to run around with him, and I was gonna make some weird bullshit story, but I decided to tell an actual story because I started talking about Colin, and this is a real story. I forgot my knee pad. And he was like, all right, well, go run. And I had to do laps the whole time, jog laps. It fucking sucked. I hated it. But, what happened? I had to run with Colin McCandless, who forgot his fucking belt, his girdle, his fucking shoes. It was a crazy amount of stuff. He was obviously faking it. Like, not to do practice because he missed like 6. And he's also our water boy, so kind of needed him for the game.
You should tell us
Anyways.
a story about you pulling off being a water boy.
Oh my fuck. Okay, I had to be. Okay, that was a fucking terrible story. I hated it. Anyways, Colin McCandless was running with me, and he was rambling off about this bullshit. I didn't care. I wanted him to shut the hell up. And he kept rambling on about like, don't worry. One day, like I started paying attention, and he started talking about one day I'd be better than him, or I'd be as good as him, and how right now I suck ass at football. And I listened. I'm like, is that so? He's like, yeah, you're not that good at football. I'm like, Colin, you better shut the fuck up. I'll punch you right in the face. And he didn't talk to me for the rest of football season. Like, he was being like,
Okay, the only
way
thing.
he
Okay,
said-
I bet you Colin McCandless, he probably wouldn't be that bad if he didn't.
Huh?
If he wasn't always like talking to his teachers, like, no, that's not true.
So loud.
And then he's like, Rome exists. And he's like, no, that's not true. Actually, they found out
I'm
that.
sorry.
Yeah.
But,
Anyways, I got another story.
I got a
Okay,
story.
he said it
I have a
so-
Colin story.
He said such a
I have a
rude
Colin
way.
story too.
Okay,
Such a
Colin's stories
rude
first,
way.
and then I'll go on about my hairless story.
Okay,
Well-
my Colin story first. Well,
Colin, you better
well,
shut the fuck up.
Colin was lifting, and Wyatt was up there, and this guy was spotting him, and Wyatt said something to him, and he's like, "Shut up, Wyatt!" And he dropped the bar across his chest. It hit him, landed right on his chest, and everybody was laughing too hard to help him. But Wyatt was trying to help him, but his scrawny little arms, he couldn't lift it up. And the guy who was actually spotting him was laughing too hard, so he couldn't get it off of him. So Colin's laying there with this bar across his chest. He's like,
Good. Motherfucker deserved it.
You're so mean.
I know, but he's a dickwad. He said I sucked at, like, he said it in such a rude way. Like, if I wasn't, if I was an asshole, I'd punch him in the
You
face.
are.
Like, no, I mean, I'm nice to people. I'm not mean. He was being a dick though. Like the way he said it, he's like, yeah, you're not that good at football. You really need to. You need to be as good. Like, you gotta be good like me. I'm like, Colin, shut the fuck up. I'll punch you right in the face. Like, I don't know how he said it, but he said it in such a fucking rude way. Like,
He's
I
like,
don't know.
maybe
Oh,
one day you'll be as good as me.
Yeah.
Hair flip.
yeah, kind of. And I'm like, shut the fuck up.
And then he does the black lady flip. He's like,
Actually, no, fuck that.
just shaking his head. Girl.
You know what I'm afraid of doing? Talking shit on somebody, saying like, I'll beat the shit out of that kid. And then listening to this video.
Don't care.
Like Colin McCandless, like on steroids coming up to me. What I do is I go to his house and I crush up his games and snort them. And he'd kill himself. Alright, let's go.
Anyways, your turn, Chance, about your Colin
Well,
story.
This is Colin's story that surprisingly doesn't involve him. So when he still lived here, he lived across from me, and there was this group of people, including me. I don't know who else was in it. I'm pretty sure Shane was there. Anyways, we were in front of his house, and someone decided to want to ding dong ditch his house. So we did that, then like started running. Then his mom just appeared at the front door holding a child, crying, and she just was yelling at us, "You're waking the baby! Stop it!" Yeah, all the neighbors hate him.
You did it once?
Alright. Me, Darius.
Oh, I thought the mother was crying. Like, why?
Ow.
Maybe I'm not. I think it was just me and him. But oh no, Shane. Back when he was
The
in-
doorbell was
Okay.
linked to a hammer that crushed the child's head.
Okay, get this.
What I pictured. Okay,
You
fine.
The sound of the splat made you know someone was at the door. Okay.
What the fuck?
I'm
Okay,
sorry about
Let
that.
me say something.
Brutal.
Prank called Damon Fiday's dad,
Okay.
and he answered. Like,
Oh,
okay, what happened was he was putting his number into his Google thing for his game, and Darius wrote it down, and we prank called his dad. We used his prank call app, and it was really funny. And his dad was like, "You have the wrong number, pal." And the guy was like, and he started talking. It was like this automatic. It was already like it wasn't us. It was somebody else. Like it was like a computer. You know?
Like that pranked owl thing.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's exactly what it was.
Oh, really?
You hit my car? Yeah, that. But, he started saying more aggressively, like, "You got the wrong number, pal." And the guy was like, and he started
listen up,
laughing. And the guy was
pal.
talking. Yeah. He started, like, saying aggressively, and we're laughing. And he started saying nothing. I thought, I don't know what the fuck was wrong with the guy. But then, all of a sudden, the guy started talking, and Damien's dad started going, I didn't know what was going on. I thought he was probably having a stroke, like scared. They started going, and we were laughing so hard. It was great. And I'm like, not only are you retarded, but your fucking dad is. I hope he has.
Okay, I have a Damien story. Okay, during band class one day, he was just going on about random crap, and I was like, seriously, man, just stop talking to me. And it was like, and I told him, and it's like, why don't you just like go jack off? And he was like, what's jack off? Like, he had no idea what it was. He was like, what is this foreign object? What is this new type of fruit I just discovered? Type thing. He's like, what? It's just so cliche. Anyways, I started explaining to him. It was like it's when you rub yourself intensely until you feel happy, and then he like until like you pee. And then,
Yeah.
and then he was like, "Oh, okay." And then, like after that, he ran around all day. Every time he was about to go to the bathroom, he was like, "Okay, guys, I'm gonna go jack off."
That fucking dickhead. That retard. He's never gonna succeed in life. I don't. That sounds mean, but he's fucking stupid.
Stop.
Unless he like.
No
Unless he,
bullying.
like,
Yeah, cyberbullying, dog.
We're just telling stories
don't-
of how it happened.
I haven't bullied anybody yet.
Like the school watches this.
I haven't bullied.
I
one
feel like
person,
they will.
but-
Remember that bus thing? I said the word boner on the bus and like got like 8 days suspension.
Seriously?
Yes.
I draw dicks all over. Okay, I can't reveal my. I draw dicks all over Mr. Preston's fucking stuff.
Like how Darius threw one on the computer screen.
Yeah, I drew. It was one on the computer screen and his and I'm gonna do it on his computer too. But I don't misbehave in any other classes except for the teachers I fucking hate. Like, if a kid can't help it, then like if he's retarded, I won't be mean. Like I'll joke around when he does. If it's something stupid, but I won't be mean about it. But if it's Damien Fide, fuck that kid, because he broke one of my friend's noses. He stole my agenda for the longest time last year. I took his fucking book and I ripped it to shreds. I hate that kid. I have a burning passion for him.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
there's nothing I can do. I'm nice to other people though. Like somebody like Gary, I'm nice to him. I'm like, yo dog, what's up? Fuck you. What?
Oh, I have a
No.
story about Gary about like Joey was telling me it.
Oh,
Miss
That's
Preston
an
was in
awesome
the
too.
class,
Oh, yeah.
alright? And she was mad at all the third graders and it was like, put your head on the table and don't talk. And like don't move and like Gary just immediately got up, went behind his chair and just started dancing, just flailing his arms everywhere and like had his tongue out like wah! It was like he was listening to death metal or something. and she was just staring at him with her mouth open like, what the hell is this kid doing? Why? And like Joey and his cousin Seth were like laughing and they were like had their head down laughing and they got sent down to the office for it and like yeah.
okay. I gotta
It's
get
funny
you.
here if you can see what he was
Oh.
actually doing.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So me and Preston, we're in ASP. I had to go to his ASP for some shit. But what happened? Gary, like I sat in his seat, and everyone's like, "Oh, you better get out of that seat. It's Gary's seat." I'm like, "Oh shit, I better move. I'll get my ass beat." But what happened was, Gary came in. And he's like, "You won't believe what happened to Miss Naval this class." I'm like, "What happened, Gary?" And he said, and he looked at me like, "None of your business." And I'm like, "Oh." That's what I said. I'm like, "So Gary, what's up, man?" And he fucking like put his ass right in my face. I didn't know what to do. Preston, you were there, right?
What, was
Yeah.
it because you were sitting in his seat?
I don't know. He put his ass right in my face, and I'm like, "You fucker!" And he did it on purpose. Like I tried to ignore it, like it was nothing. And I was laughing. I was like it's coming out. Of my mouth. I tried not to laugh, but and he fucking like after he was done mooning me, nobody else saw it, but
I
like, me
saw
and
it.
Preston, he fucking looked at me
Preston
with
and
this
I.
smug, Preston, with this fucking smug face, like fuck you, bitch. I just fucking mooned you with my
Hey,
ass.
just remember this. I killed Mario or something like that. Took
Oh, I killed Sonic and fucking Cabal.
All right.
Tell the whole story. Tell the whole
Alright, I
story.
have a story. Alright. Okay, so Preston, Darius, and Brian Clark were at my house. Alright? Alright. And like we were sleeping outside in a tent and we were like, oh, it's cold outside, let's make a fire. So we just got a gallon of gasoline, poured a little bit on the ground, and lit it. I'm like, wait a minute, guys. Let's be safe about this and move it a little bit farther away from the tent. So we did so. Perfectly fine. Everything was good. Did it again. And they were like, nope, we need to move it a little bit more. And then we went to pour the gasoline before putting out the thing. And it caught the tank on fire. and like I
I
was
told
trying
you
to
guys,
stomp
I
out.
told sons of bitches that it was gonna catch you.
Shut
It
up.
did.
Shut up. Shut up. And like I was stomping on it, trying to put it out, but like it wasn't working, and like all the hair on my feet disappeared, and my head, my feet, my legs were really hairy at the time, and now they turned bald, and now they're hairy again. So, anyways, but
What?
I was like tossing it around, and like because of the tank being on fire, like the gallon thingy being on fire, it was like shooting fireballs into the sky, and like everyone was dodging them, trying to get rid of them, and I just finally chucked it, and like I was in bare feet too, and like I kicked
you
the tank.
kicked it.
I kicked the tank, and I could have swore I broke my toes, like every single toes, and like it hurt so bad, and like. And then it like landed in its final place, and like my grandmother came up and was like, "What are you guys doing?" I was like, how am I supposed to get out of this?" And I was like, in a split second, it was like, you know what? I think honesty will be the best thing in this situation. And I told her what happened. Well, I told her it was like, we gas play, and like, I grabbed a hammock or some kind and just covered the tank, and it all went out. And then another time. This was like the weekend before. We were pouring. Okay, we were making a fire. The fire wouldn't light because the wood was a little bit too wet. So my grandmother said, "Oh, well, it's okay. Let's put a little tiny bit of gas in here to keep it safe." And then we put wood in on top of it, which is a stupid idea. We should put it in wood first. That way the gas would cover the wood as well. And
It's getting dark now. It's getting dark.
what?
It's getting real dark. So
Yeah.
You couldn't see what
Yeah,
you
it
were
was no. Well, it was like dark, but like not dark. It was like a perfect.
So
it,
you
it,
had
it,
your face down in there trying to get.
No,
get you
she
Nothing
threw in
lit.
her cigarette, like, here, I'll light it with my cigarette. And it landed on a dry piece of wood with no gasoline on it at all. And, like, just didn't light it. I was like, don't worry, guys, I got this. I pulled out one of those little tiny cigarette lighters, got my face real down there close, and I was like, ch-ch, and then, like, it just, boom, it just exploded, and I just went flying back. I was, well, I didn't go flying back. I, like, started doing the worm in midair, like, I was like, whoa! I was like, oh, my eyebrows gone, and it was like, no, and I went aside, and I had no eyelashes. Now I have girl eyelashes.
Okay, get this. One day, I don't know, fucking Satan planned this horrible thing for me. Like, this horrible trap. Okay, I have this broken chair and I sit on it. I used to. On my computer desktop. My old one. And I went to put my hand back to wait for something to load. And there was a nail sticking out of it. And it fucking stuck into my hand. I was bleeding. I'm like, ow! Ow, fuck. And I went to go put my other hand on the other side. It stabbed another nail. And I went flying back. And I hit my head off the table and landed. Like, fucking my back was on that spike. And I don't know what the fuck. Like, I was in so much pain. Like, my hands were bleeding and my head hurt.
I bet you
Well,
felt
my
like
mom's like,
Jesus
"Oh my
being
God,
crucified.
I was
Sorry. That's a bad.
Okay.
That's bad.
I got a good story. 5th grade PSSAs. Mason raises his hand. Can I go to the bathroom? She's like, no, sit back down. 15 minutes later, he stands up again. This time he stands up, farting, freaking farting. Go! He like sprints out the door. His face is all red, and we're trying to be quiet. We're trying not to laugh. We couldn't look at each other. We were just burst out laughing.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I have another one. We were on the bus going to a field trip. I think 6th grade, maybe. No, maybe it was the beginning of 7th grade. But we were going on there. He was like, oh, everybody's on the bus, and I was like, hey, can I go to the bathroom before we leave? Like, not even everyone was on the bus yet. Like, there was people still inside, like, at the gift shop. Like, hey, I'm at the gift shop doing gift shop related activities, and he wouldn't let me go. And I was like, you know what, fine, I'll just piss on the bus. And he was like, fine, okay then. I don't think he thought I'd do it. And so I was like, I held it in a little bit longer, as long as I possibly could, because I was like, you know what, maybe I can make it. I couldn't do it any longer, so I stood up out of my seat and just started peeing all over in the corner, and it just, just all.
How old were you?
I just let everything out, and like.
What?
It started running up towards the front of the bus. Like I was on the third seat back, and he was like, "Why are you standing?" Well, we were like in the middle of driving, and like all you could hear is.
Seventh grade.
Yeah, I was on the bus. I was just ask Logan about it. He was in the seat with me. Like
What grade were you?
I was like peeing all
How
over
old?
towards the window.
How old were you?
It was like I did it on purpose just because he pissed me off, and
Did you get
I knew
caught?
he had to clean it up.
How old? Okay,
Get
how
it?
old
He
were you?
pissed me off.
It was 7th grade, Tristan.
Oh my! You pissed all over the ground?
No, like you know how there's the seat in front of you and the window, and you know where
Yeah.
those meet. Just all over the place, just. That's like all you could hear. Because I had to go so bad, I was holding in. Like it just started leaking anyways, so.
You pissed all over the floor.
There was so much pressure with it
Isaac.
coming out. I was like, I swear, it started cutting the metal.
I would have done the same thing. I actually would have.
It was.
In Mr. Preston's room, I almost pissed in a box. Like, with all the books in it, I almost pissed in it.
Why?
Like, Joshua was such a
No, I had to go to the bathroom and he wouldn't let me.
Was this the trip to Pittsburgh?
No. Maybe no, it was towards the beginning of the year.
We had a trip at the beginning of the year.
No, I
Oh,
don't
when
know.
we went to Wilderness Quest? No.
That was sixth
No.
grade.
Where was it? Yeah, it was the
Nope.
trip
Trip?
to the science center.
Oh yeah, that was the end of the year.
No,
No,
it
you
wasn't
were-
that. What was it?
Yeah, you were sitting with Lauren.
Yeah, no, that wasn't it. Crap. What one was it? What were all the trips that we had at the end of 6th grade? I remember us going to like
God.
some sort of park thing. It was like Deer Park type shit.
Oh.
I think that was
Yeah.
6th grade.
Was it a coal mine?
Oh no,
it
it
coal
was
mine?
it was 6th. It was like late 6th.
No,
grade.
we did that back then.
I know for sure it was. But it was just so freaking. Logan was like sitting in the seat. And he was just. He was like dying of laughing, and he like fell out of the seat and like had a heart attack because he couldn't breathe. And
Remember what you did at the college?
no, but
You don't?
no, it's just it wasn't. It
The
wasn't a
Illuminati
trip to college.
The trip to college is 8th grade.
Yeah, it was. It was the end of 6th grade.
We're talking about the trip to college right now. Like
Let's talk
you
about the
did-
trip
what
to
you did
college.
when you went to trip to college.
What did I do on the
Illuminati
trip to
tech.
college?
Just think what you did in the bathroom.
Oh my god, how long is this video?
Very. I'll probably cut it up.
Yeah.
It's almost half an hour.
Jesus.
Oh. See how many views this gets.
After oh wait.
You know what? We'll leave it here.
Okay.
We probably have more stories, so episode 3 will come.
Some of-
All right, see you guys.
Boy.